What's up, traders? The market can teach you something every day, and sometimes it just reinforces what you already know. Great example of that today is SRPT. I've been talking about this and trading it since September. In fact, it was a great example that I made a video on where it was playing the level, the 50% level on the daily. This is where I like to take my pullback trades from the COVID crash up to the high. Now, the play for me, what I really wanted to get was back up to the high right here, but it actually gave me a lower time frame setup on the 30-minute that I was able to take for some quick profits. So from the entry point here up to here, I was able to capture enough profit to take about 75% of my position off the table. That made my risk a lot smaller, but it allowed me to capture some of the profits that could come in the future. Now, everyone that has taken enough trades has taken profit, quote unquote, too soon. And I don't really think that means anything. But a lot of people obsess about that. They think about what could have been. But you really can't, because you're never going to catch the top. But if you operate within a strategy that is designed to capture the optimum amount of profit while only exposing you to the optimum amount of risk, you can make money in the long run and you'll be okay. But there is something to be said about playing a strategy out, taking some good profits, and then stepping out of the market. So, after I grab my initial profits, I'm able to sit back and relax for the second test of this level, which I made a video about. I believe that if a support is going to hold, it should hold more than once if it's a real support. And so that let me kind of sit through this drawdown here so that I was able to take it to the real target that I wanted, which was back to the high. And about 173 was where I was able to get out. Now, at this point, I don't know what's going to happen. It could go on to 300, 400. Who knows? Anything can happen. But I'm out. And rather than worry about it, I'm able to look at new and fresh opportunities. Well, this is what it looks like today. Down almost 50%. That's on some news because it's it's a pharmaceutical company. High volatility. That's a huge drop, 51%. In fact, if I was still in that position, basically that remaining 25% would have taken me to break even. It wouldn't have been good, but that's a huge loss to take based on, the risk profile. But that doesn't mean before this happened, I didn't question things a little bit. I went back and searched for, some of my thoughts on it that I expressed. I'm glad that I took the profits then, but you always wonder. You never are going to know what the future holds. But when you follow your strategy, follow your plan, and take reasonable profits that fit, every once in a while you get a reminder here of why it's sometimes good to be out of the market. So if you feel like you take profits too early, then work on that a little bit. One way you can work on that is to scale out of a position. Take some off as it goes along. That does a lot for you. First of all, it captures profit. Second of all, it lowers your overall risk. And it also lets you have the psychological neutrality to be able to take some swings. You have less on the table. There's less that it can hurt you. But you're not completely out so that you can capture some of the move. So while all these things, stocks, crypto, etc., are running to all-time highs, I think you should consider taking some profit along the way, because you never know when randomly out of the blue, something beyond your control is going to crop up and really destroy your position. This is the market, and this is the lessons that it teaches you. Anything can happen. Nothing is certain. The only thing you can control is your actions, your risk, and your exposure. So come up with some rules, follow them, modify them if after a while they prove to could use some improvement. But don't doubt yourself when you do execute, because you did it for a reason. And that's the real takeaway. Good trading, guys. See you in the next video.